since you talked outside your car, you had a chance to, watch and think about it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think I did all my interviews before I saw replay, and I knew exactly what happened. And after watching replays, pretty much confirmed what had happened. So, yeah, so my opinion on the on-track stuff has not changed.
How would you characterize Denny said you guys talked, so how would you characterize that, and can you give us any insight into what you talked about?
Yeah, no, it was brief and fine. You just texted a little bit late last night. He wanted to meet up. I just didn't really feel like there was a reason to meet up because we were just going to agree to disagree and probably get more frustrated with him, and then I'm sure vice versa. He'd probably be frustrated with me afterwards. So I thought just the brief texts that we had were good, and ultimately I think it was probably the best.
Do you think you need some more time? Just let this kind of roll down and let everybody settle just a little bit?
I get over things pretty quickly, so I'm sure I'll get over this over time.
When are you going golfing next?
It's a little bit hot right now, so I don't really feel like golfing right now.
Yeah.
Denny said earlier that he thinks the point system kind of promotes that kind of aggression. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think I would agree with that, and I think it also makes the guys on the receiving end more mad as well, just because of what's at stake and what's taken.
If roles were reversed last Sunday, how would turn one have looked differently?
Well, I think you could look at the 4 or 5 restarts I had with the 8 at Gateway, and you could see kind of how, if roles were reversed, how I would have played it out probably at Pocono. But I think if roles were reversed going forward, it'd probably look a little different.
Because it's Denny, or does it matter? Or are the rules just different now?
I respect Kyle, and that's why I raced him with respect at Gateway, and I respect Denny every bit as much, if not more, or I did. So I don't think I would have raced any differently than I did at Gateway.
How many times is it going to take getting run over before you adopt a more aggressive style? Because that's what Denny said he had to do. He had to adopt a more aggressive style because he was getting run over.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I am aggressive already, but I try to race with respect. And don't get me wrong, I know I've made my mistakes and have ran people in the wall or made my fair share of things. But yeah, I think ultimately it gets over time. I've been in the Cup Series for 9 or 10 years, and yeah, I don't know. In the racing's different now. The cars are different now, so yeah, you have to adapt.
You worry about stuff like this, like you're such a chill guy, you're doing so much racing. But it is a serious thing, you didn't want to meet up with Denny yet, but do you feel like you think about it and, agonize over it or think about it? There's so much conversation, or are you able to just kind of blow it off, or not this time?
No, I mean, and I think you guys would all agree, I tend to blow things over quickly. I think you guys would love to get more out of me a lot of times. So I feel like I do a good job of that most times, and I think this time I probably have let it, linger just on my attitude a little bit this week, just because, it's happened more often with him than any other driver in my career, and and then a win was taken, so I think that also makes you frustrated.
Do you think maybe just not going to take it anymore in general, that you need to stand up more?
I don't know. I think you can't ever predict how things play out, but I know what to expect or whatever racing around him, and I hope he can expect the same in return.
Can you give us anything that he said on Monday?
This is Austin Dillon, driver of the Bass Pro Shops Chevrolet. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also check out one of those 2 videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.